Doing down there to the reunion for the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Is what I want to know. What the hell was they doing? Child, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika. I'm here with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 6 Reunion Part 1. And child, I guess the real good shit gonna come next week. Because we got some foolishness at best, along with some a sprinkle of false facts up in there for you, if you will. Child, we started this episode off with them saying that Jocelyn wasn't feeling the seating arrangements, so she was refusing to take the stage. We see her riding around New York. I'm assuming that's where they filmed it. In her car, talking about they must don't know who she is. She's the Puerto Rican princess, and shit, she do what she wants. She don't do what she told. She do what she want. Okay, that's what the girl said. I said, Now we got Nina Parker hosting again this year. And side note, you know what? I was just thinking as I was watching down here to watching this shit tonight. You know what? It would certainly be nice if they would consider, getting some of the YouTube bloggers that review this show each and every week. We know what's really going on. Not to say that Nina don't, but Nina ain't watching this shit the way we is. I would like to see them get some, not no little guppy like me in this ocean of sharks. I'm talking about somebody like, I would like to see a Rocks do it, or let me see who else. Ashley, Mr. Steele standing down there, Scotty. Um, Even the Much Love, baby, Much Love will give it to you. They would never get over Much Love. She'll be invited back again and again. She'll let them know all the way how that shit's supposed to go with that cigarette in her hand. Go ahead on, Much Love. Shout out to her. But anyway, Nina starts off by introducing the cast. Let me tell you something. I ain't seen nobody that had on nothing that I just really love. Now, I felt like, from what I could see from the couch, I like what Aaron had on, but I really loved her hair. Um, Tommy, she looked like one of the lollipop kids at the top. Nina, she looked pretty nice. She looked pretty nice. She always do the best she can. I like her. She my gap tooth sister. Um, who else had on something I really like? Ain't none of them really just had on nothing I like. Now for casual wear, I liked it what Kirk and Rashida had on. Incidentally, did y'all notice they came just alike? Mm. Child, I'm telling y'all, we'll get there. We shall get there. Cause this bang doing the most. Hold on, y'all. Cause I can't give you the best I got if that bang ain't right. And plus my forehead swelling, bitch. I told y'all I'm gonna go through some shit this week, but I ain't gonna let it define me. Anyway, we start this reunion all talking about Tommy. She first got to say that, she made this revelation like we gave a damn. She Tommy, she's still working on her damn her wine. It's gonna come to fruition, and if anybody got anything to say, they can say it right now. I was like, girl, okay, okay, shit. Well, we not already said what we had to say. An alcoholic, trying to make an alcoholic drink. That shit don't go together. But that's you, girl. If you gonna make it happen, do you. I'm all here for black entrepreneurship. If that's what you getting into, do that. Well, Nina asked her the status of the charges from Jocelyn. She said basically she out on bail right now, and it's gonna probably be about a year before she actually goes to court and find out what she'll be charged with. Then they replay what happened down on Peter Street between Jocelyn and Tommy. And Tommy says she don't feel bad about shit that happened. And then they talked about the hotel that Jocelyn called the police on Tommy at in L.A., saying Stevie was up in there with her and stuff. Now, Stevie said he didn't go to her room, but she said, yes, you did. And after it became clear that he was lying, he went ahead on and told the truth, admitted he did. He said they didn't have sex, but, she saw the beefcake, okay? and they joked about it. Apparently, they was in a Bentley with some red seats, and according to him, she pulled it out. She said she didn't pull it out. He pulled it out, but she said the motherfucker was pretty. It was real pretty and nice. And y'all done seen Stevie J pics online. Trust, I know y'all have. If y'all a bird watcher like me, y'all seen it. But yeah, she said it was real pretty, and I would agree. It is one color. It ain't got them two. You know, I love a motherfucker that ain't got that damn. I like it when it's one color. I ain't got nothing against, discolorations and things of that nature, but child, this show is pretty when it's just one color. Amen, Malone Christopher. Anyway, Jessica was saying that she ain't really had no problem with timing. What happened was, no, okay, they asked Mimi what did she think the reason why Jocelyn and Tommy collided like they did. Now, Mimi said that it was jealousy. Jessica said no, because Jocelyn like women too much. I said, girl, it don't matter how much a bitch like puss. She don't like every puss. They could actually just don't like each other, and that would be fine. She said she feel like something happened between Tommy and Steve, and that's what said Jocelyn out. He said it didn't, and she's saying uh she basically was in something she ain't had no business. Jessica, stay out of that part, baby. That ain't for you, okay? Stay out of that. Okay, then we moved to Treasure and Tommy, and we see the scene in the spa again, and Tommy says she came there for an apology. Baby, Treasure started getting ready to go a mile a minute, but this is how you know when a bitch ain't about that life, okay? We already done seen her get her wig snatched on several occasions on the show. But in this, before she began talking, she wanted to make sure security was close by, because she said she'll call the police. I said, bitch. She basically saying that she was going to apologize, and Tommy didn't give her a chance to do it. Plus, Tommy came there with an attitude. So she was like, if a bitch gonna mistreat me, I'm gonna mistreat them. If they hit me, I'm gonna hit them back, child, whatever. I'm talking about she went to going a mile a minute. Tommy trying to tell a bitch slow down so people can understand what the hell you saying. Even Nina had to slow her down. Told her, we need you to slow that down and speak calmly so that we can understand her. And she said Tommy was mad from the jump, so she left the apologies out. They weren't necessary at that point. Then we moved on to Jessica and Lovely Mimi. She said that she ain't had no problem with Tommy. It was only when Lovely Mimi opened her big mouth and started talking about she seen her down to the Jocelyn photo shoot that, she had an issue with. She said her and Tommy her and Tammy issues went on outside of the show. They was beefed out because of that. So Mimi should have just kept her fucking mouth closed. And the child, next thing I know, her and Dime is arguing with each other. Mimi asked her, do you have a problem with me? She said, if I had a problem with you, I'd already beat your ass. Charlie got loud. Mimi jumped up. Security ran over there. Jessica said the bitch looked like a majorette. And I said, she sure do. She sure do. It ain't helped that Carly Red and her get up there and start marching like the majorettes do. Girl, I was too through. Them people did too much, honey. Mimi couldn't let that shit go, honey. She kept trying to make advances toward Dime, who really seemed like she was unbothered. So much so that they wind up taking old lovely Mimi off the stage so she can kind of cool off, and then she can come back later when she know how to act right. Then we moved to Tammy and Dime, and Tommy and the wine tasting. Dime said again, she ain't had no problem with the girl. She ain't had no problem with Mimi. She ain't had no problem. Okay, she said she ain't had no problem with Tommy. She had a problem with Tammy, but it was outside shit. So Mimi should have stayed her ass out of it and not said nothing. Child, I said whatever. Rashida basically was asked what did she think could, would Dime and Tommy ever be able to be friends with one another. And basically Rashida said, look, with both of them being the way they are in time, they may be able to be cordial. Tommy was saying, like, we ain't gotta be shit. She said, hold up, what I'm saying is you and her can get to a point where y'all can sit in the same room and it not be fireworks and explosions. So that was her little bit of take on it. Then we moved to Tommy and Carly beef, okay? Tommy say she never had no sexual shit with Jock whatsoever. She said she started hanging out with Jock because he a cool ass dude, dead ass. And she found out, by way of dying, because they had that double date, that Carly could possibly be bothered by her seeing Jock hanging out with Jock. So she played along with it just to aggravate Carly ass. Jock said he thought it was kind of funny to kind of see, Carly being poked there by Tommy, but it was never no committed relationship between Jock and that girl, Carly. Tommy says she needs to call. They decided to ask Carly, okay, well, since all that went down, what exactly do Caesar fit into the realm of all of this shit? And she said, Tommy hauled off and said she need to call Caesar. And Carly came, and Carly came out of a bag, really. She started acting more harder than I ever seen her. We finds out that Caesar is hanging out and fucking around with Tommy as well. Apparently, Tommy had been over to Caesar's house 2 days prior, and when Carly went there to pick him up, as was usual, because he don't have a car in Atlanta, the people or somebody told her that Tommy was at downstairs with Caesar about to get a bang on. Carly gets up and get to acting like she harder than she ever been in her entire life. Talking about, I told that bitch to come out and she wouldn't come out. Basically, Tommy was laughing her ass. She told her, she said, bitch, I'd do anything to aggravate you. I'm going to aggravate you to the day your ass die. And I found it funny because, in truth, Carly was putting 20 on 10 like she bought that life, but if that girl would have got up, we all know Carly would have been slow to move, waiting on security to jump in. And here's what I feel about that. You mad at this girl, Carly, but in truth, you started this shit. You knew she was dating Scrap DeLeon, and you turned around and messed with this girl. Well, since Scrap in jail and she can't do shit to him because he already getting a form of karma on his own, she's going to aggravate you in any way she can. That's all she did. And that's what she doing now. She done took your man, girl. She talking about she ain't with C's no more because C's is Tommy is her something about that bitch being seconds or some shit. That's what I heard. Something about being seconds, and every time she go behind her and get with one of her dudes, just know that she kissing or eating her pussy when she kissing on them. I said, girl, you is doing too much. You too goddamn old for this, baby. You is too... I don't understand, Carly. Carly, you gotta be every bit of in your mid-40s to close to 50. You on this show acting a goddamn fool over dick, bitch. At this age, bitch, we should be the master, the art of some good dick and know how to get it and keep it. What is wrong with you, boo? Up there looking like a fool. And I don't know what it is with these jumpsuits, but baby, y'all needed to chill with them jumpsuits tonight. Because y'all look funny in the motherfuckers. But anyway, let's go on to hashtag Frost Facts. Shout out to Forrest Ross. We play where it all started at the masquerade party and all events that led up to this reunion. Kirk admits initially he thought Jock set him up when he came in there. He admits he lied. Kirk admits he lied, but he didn't know what to say to Rashida. They discussed Carly during the investigation, to which Rashida said she appreciated it at first, but then when the girl started going over there and kissing the girl and acting like they bosom buddies, she felt like Carly was going a little too damn far with the shit. And Carla said, well, Rashida, this how you do it when you... I do good investigative work. This how it goes. So if I'm sorry it was offensive to you, but girl, I was on the job. I was getting my Nancy Drew, what her name is, Nancy Grace on. I was getting that on. That's what I was doing. Kurt said it was time. Kurt said it was he said it was one time with that girl. Miss Charlene and Rashida said they don't believe it. Miss Charlene said her biggest thing is, did you or did you not wear protection with this girl? All that shit is still confusing. And the ultimate thing, why won't you just submit to DNA? Regardless of what it is. Rashida said, regardless of what miscommunication, because Nina asked her, Kirk had said that there had been a breakdown in their relationship over the last couple of months and he was kind of feeling left out. She said that ain't no reason for him to do what the fuck he did. He could have came and talked to me opposed to going out doing what he did, because what he did really hurt the entire family. Now, Jock and Scrappy was sitting over there looking like they was totally affected by hearing this. And Nina asked, and Jock said they had this happen, in public. It ain't like he's sitting here even now discussing this with his wife privately. This is all playing out in the public, and it's just a lot. Scrappy said that he looked up to these two people because they've been knowing him for years, and at first he admits, I thought Kirk didn't care. He said, but he do care. This is just how he is. He said to him, to see this all happen now, considering that they were one of the most loving couple that he find the whole situation just to be crazy as hell. Rashida breaks down at this point. She said she don't want to cry no more about this. She promised. She said, but she felt Kirk has to realize what he has done. He been a part of her life for most of her life, and she's half of the woman that she is today because of him. She said they got kids that look at him like a superhero. She said it's a lesson. It's something for him to think about what he has done to hurt his family and it's her. That's what she said. The whole cast is sitting up there in tears, damn near. It's painful to watch Rashida go through this. So much so that Nina had to call for a break because she said she ain't never seen the entire cast affected by this. And I'm sorry, y'all. I have to ask the question. Y'all might say, girl, please. Why the cast hold Kirk and Rashida in such high regards? Why do they hold these two people in such high regard? Every season, it done been some bullshit. Rashida just stays with this man. But it's been some drama every single year that this show has aired. I mean, to be honest with you, Rashida and Kirk is the great value version of T.I. and Tiny. To me, every year. So I don't know why everybody is talking about, it's just so hurtful to see these two people. Now I got a heart. It is hurtful to see two people who you assume loved each other a breakdown in their marriage like this, but we've been seeing a breakdown gradually of this marriage every season. Whether they doing this for pay or it's real. She's sticking around and she's the one that's looking the most stupid in all of this. But I digress. We go back to Kirk and Rashida's story after the break, and Nina ushers in the fact that Logan took the DNA and that he ain't the daddy. She said, Kirk, what about Kirk? Kirk ain't taking no damn DNA. He ain't taking no motherfucking DNA, and that's all he got to say about that. He was not going to be doing that shit publicly. Then we find out that Jasmine, Rod, and I think possibly Kiana were invited to the reunion, but Rashida and Kirk had said that if they attended, they wouldn't attend. And because Kirk and Rashida have been longtime castmates, the show chose to respect what Kirk and Rashida wishes were. They were invited to do a video feed in, and they declined it. Rashida said they don't deserve to be on the same show. Kirk said he has no reason to talk to any of them, and Rashida said Jasmine spoke to production opposed to talking to her, so she don't feel she deserves to have a face-to-face with her at this point. Kirk said he wasn't doing no public DNA for the blogs and people to have more ammo to run with. He wasn't doing that. Then he said they don't, he don't sleep around. This was a mistake, and he not out here all reckless. This just was an isolated incident. Nina asked Rashida if it would be okay with if she found out that this baby was Kirk, him having a relationship. She said that this child gonna grow up in time anyway and see how the mama is, and that the child is innocent, so she would definitely, support a relationship between him and his child because the child is innocent and all of that. And Nina said that she was a class act. Now, let's pause. Now, did y'all catch what they really finna mean right there? They telling you right there. I told y'all from the beginning. I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. I think that this was a scheme set up by Todd to come to us with this bullshit. In real life, this was a scheme set up by Rashida and Kirk and Raw and Jasmine to come to us with this bullshit on season 6 for a storyline. What happened was, in the midst of all of this, in the midst of all of this, shit started coming out that Rashida didn't know about. Kirk knew, but Rashida ain't know all of the facts. That's what I honestly think. And that's where the hurt is beginning to come from. Because things are being revealed that she did not know that was going to happen when this shit hit the fan. You know how you'll think you got a plan set up all the way right. As a matter of fact, bucket bitch, we can say this life. You know how you set up a 5-year plan. I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And then when you in the middle of 2.5 years into this damn 5-year plan you reach a major obstacle in the road that shakes the entire foundation of the fucking plan, leading you to believe, will there be a tomorrow? Can I continue on as I was to get to this damn 5 years that I got to get this shit all done? That's all the fuck happened here. They played with their fucking marriage, and in the end, shit started to come out. But at the end of the day, do y'all not understand what the fuck she was saying? It ain't so much she admirable about the shit. Well, I guess I take that back. I take that back. She is admirable about that, because it takes a strong woman to say that she would understand and support a relationship between a man and a child that was conceived while she was this man's wife in an affair he had with old stripper pole bitch. So yeah, okay, I give her that. But she didn't had a long time to prepare herself for it. So yeah, he hurt her feelings, and she might be somewhat embarrassed because all us is in her ass. She reading that shit. And some shit may have eased out that she didn't expect. But she ain't leaving him. And if y'all didn't get that in that scene, I don't know what the fuck was you doing. Was you paying attention, honey? He said he wouldn't be comfortable if that's his baby with Jasmine maintaining custody. He said that's like asking him if it's okay to leave a child with a pimp and a hoe, because that's what the fuck she is. She a hoe. She do whatever the fuck he tell her to do. I said, oh, but she all that shit, but your ass wasn't saying that when you was fucking her, when you was going down to the strip club to get with her ass, child. Child, they was giving us straight up Lime Marita commercials during the breaks and everything with the cast and stuff. And then we come back and we got to talk about the glam shop. And that ushers in Sierra, Mariah, Shooter, and what that girl name is, Lovely Mimi. Child, we replay their storyline, including the affair Mariah was having with Shooter. And Nina said that the glam shop's supposed to be drama free. Mariah said hi. All y'all do is sit up there and talk about one another. Sierra said, yeah, it is supposed to be that way. And it probably would have been that way had I not brought the likes of Mariah up in there and possibly Mimi. Nina said to tell Mariah was talking so loud with this platinum blonde bob on. It was just a mess. It was a horror. It was a horror. But she was over there talking so goddamn much shit. She wasn't able to really hear what the fuck this woman was saying. This lady is, first of all, you gave her a shitty ass apology. Okay, you gonna try to apologize to this woman for what you did, but then you still not really being apologetic because you want to start talking about, because you apologize, she told you get on your knee. You gonna say, well, that's what your husband used to do. Okay, see, bitch, that means you don't mean nothing. You don't feel bad about what you did, because why would you get on national TV and say that kind of shit? Y'all, you and Treasure P is just like y'all are. Y'all tried to get on this show and glorify being a side bitch and a hoe. And ain't nobody riding with this shit. I don't give a damn. Young girls understand being some nigga's side bitch is not what it do. That ain't what it do, you know. That man apologized to his damn wife for what happened. She said, look, he been with me ever since I was 19 years old. I don't know nothing else. So I'm working on trying to forgive him for that. Nina asked, did he want to say anything to his wife? He goes to say that he's sorry. And she I guess she noticed this nigga got all of his chest is out. She said, "I need you to. What I need you to do is button your shirt up." Everybody started laughing, but this shit was real. I guess she realized that because this bitch over here saying all this unnecessary shit about the man still texting her. That man ain't got no desire to be with you, bitch. Like he told you, he only fuck with you because he made a faux pas one night and got with you, and you was blackmailing him, and he felt like if he was gonna pay, he had to play a little bit. And they even asked Kirk, did he think that that was right? And he said, nah, he don't agree. And Rashida said, he better not. Did y'all catch that? Again, y'all. He better not. If she was done, bitch, I don't give a fuck what you do. Lovely Mimi jumped in. And she basically said she felt like she was supposed to tell Sierra that shit because that's wrong. And she told the husbands, if you got issues with your wife, go talk to your wife. Don't do this shit with these hoes. Go talk to your wife first. And everybody gave her a clap. Mariah, like I said, she working on forgiving him, but it's just, you know, it's going to be a time thing. It look like they're going to be all right. Like, and girl, I just can't. I hope like hell Mona don't bring Treasure P or goddamn Mariah back on this show for season 7. I do. I even deal with Lovely Mimi because she got some redeeming qualities. If we can get that bitch to bring it down about Red Hill, I might tolerate her. She wasn't too out of control, even though after we go to a commercial break, her and Sierra get into it in the back, child. I said, I said, Lord, I don't understand. I hope them two scumbags. I don't care. That Sierra could go, Mariah could go, and Treasure P could go. If you gonna try your little breakout star that was a flop again for another season to see if we gonna catch her, then fine. Bring her down about right here. I deal with her. But them other scumbag bitches, I can't do them. I can't do them. Glorifying side chicks. Bitch, I cannot with you. Okay. Nina announced that something going on between Jocelyn and Stevie in the back. But in the meantime, they replaced Stevie and Jocelyn's storyline this year. From her being pregnant to Mimi saying, look, Stevie, keep Jocelyn away from my baby. That's all I'm asking. To her getting into it with his daughters and how she act. Now, when we come back from the storyline of Stevie J and Jocelyn, Stevie is now on the stage and he said that Jocelyn only wanted to sit with Dawn, Dime, and Melissa. And they had to remind her this is an ensemble cast, not just the Jocelyn show. And that's how it was. Nina asked Melissa, did she talk to her? What's the issue? She said she felt like Jocelyn did want some things to go her way, but she wished she would have just come out here and had a conversation with everybody. And I just wants to know, why was Melissa looking like that? Why is she looking like Kim Jim from Love and Hip Hop New York? Done got the perm and shit. I'm like, girl, you look just like a 70s pimp. Oh, child took me back to the disco era. Okay. Anyway, Nina say that the crew caught all of what was going on and what went down, but we can't find out till next week, child. We gonna get to see Jocelyn act a damn fool. That's basically what it is. Because on the stage next we saw the preview that he's gonna say that Jocelyn quit the show. I really don't give a fuck, and I think we're going to find out not that that's Kirk, baby, which I'm pretty sure at this point it probably is. I don't give a shit, y'all. I'm just trying to get through this shit, okay? If I left anything out, y'all going on put it down in that panty down there, honey. We'll talk about down in that panty. That's what we going to do. But, y'all remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate this video. If I'm getting ratings, I'm getting recognized down here in these YouTube streets. Get down in the panty and conversate with me. All opinions are welcome, long as we agree to disagree respectfully at all times, okay? Subscribe to the channel. It ain't hard, honey. Hit that damn subscribe button. Click that bell so that every time I come through and spit, they gonna send you an email letting you know I'm down here on these YouTube streets doing what I do best, okay? And so share the video wherever it is that you share videos. And I will see you guys back for tomorrow night for the have and have nots. We gonna talk that shit too. Peace.